Jupiter doesn't kill you instantly. It destroys you layer by layer. The moment you cross its atmosphere, your survival timer starts ticking. Not minutes, not hours, seconds. And the terrifying part is this: you would never even reach the surface, because Jupiter has no surface. By the end of this video, you'll understand why no human being will ever survive a trip to Jupiter, and why this planet is far more horrifying than scientists once imagined. Jupiter looks beautiful from Earth. Bright, calm, almost peaceful. But that giant glowing dot hides the most violent environment in our solar system. Its storms are larger than entire planets. Its gravity crushes metal like paper. And deep inside its atmosphere, physics itself starts behaving strangely. To understand why Jupiter is unsurvivable, you first need to understand what Jupiter actually is. Most people imagine a giant rocky planet, something you could eventually stand on. You can't. Jupiter is mostly hydrogen and helium, the same elements that make up stars. Think of it like a failed star, a monster that almost ignited into a sun. If Earth were a marble, Jupiter would be a basketball. Its diameter stretches nearly 140,000 kilometers across. That's over 11 Earths lined up side by side. And inside that enormous size hides unimaginable pressure. But here's where things get worse. There's no clear boundary between atmosphere and planet. As you descend, the gas simply becomes denser and denser and deadlier. Imagine diving into an ocean with no bottom. Now replace the water with toxic gas and increase the pressure until your bones collapse. That's Jupiter. Let's say humanity somehow develops a futuristic spacecraft capable of reaching the planet safely. At first, the journey might even feel beautiful. You'd see Jupiter hanging in space like a striped god, massive storms spinning across its surface. But appearances are deceptive. The moment your ship approaches Jupiter, gravity becomes your first enemy. Jupiter's gravity is over 2.5 times stronger than Earth's. That means if you weigh 80 kilograms on Earth, you'd effectively feel over 200 there. Your heart struggles harder, your muscles weaken faster, and your spacecraft begins accelerating uncontrollably towards the atmosphere. Then comes the radiation. This part is truly terrifying. Jupiter is surrounded by lethal radiation belts far more powerful than Earth's. These belts are so intense that they can fry spacecraft electronics within hours. NASA's Juno probe had to be specially armored just to survive. A human exposed directly to that radiation would likely die painfully from acute radiation poisoning. Organs fail, cells collapse, nervous systems break apart. And that's before even entering the atmosphere. But somehow, let's imagine you survive. Your ship descends deeper into Jupiter's clouds. At first, it resembles thick fog, white and orange clouds stretching endlessly below. Then the turbulence begins. Winds on Jupiter can exceed 600 kilometers per hour. Some storms move faster than the strongest hurricanes on Earth. And the most famous storm of all has been raging for centuries: the Great Red Spot. This storm is so enormous that Earth itself could fit inside it. Think about that for a second. An entire planet swallowed by a single hurricane. Inside those storms, lightning flashes brighter than anything seen on Earth. Some bolts may be thousands of times more powerful than Earth lightning. Your ship would be tossed violently in every direction. Sensors fail, communications die. Outside the windows, visibility becomes impossible. Then Jupiter starts squeezing you. Because the deeper you descend, the more pressure rises. On Earth, pressure increases underwater. Jupiter does the same thing, except there's no ocean floor to stop it. The atmosphere keeps getting denser until gas behaves almost like liquid. And eventually, your body simply cannot adapt. At around a few hundred kilometers down, your lungs collapse first, then blood circulation fails. Even heavily reinforced submarines designed for Earth's deepest trenches would be crushed instantly there. But wait, it gets darker. Far below the cloud tops lies something scientists once thought impossible: liquid metallic hydrogen. Under extreme pressure, hydrogen changes into a strange metallic fluid capable of conducting electricity. Imagine an ocean made from compressed star material. This metallic layer may generate Jupiter's gigantic magnetic field. And that magnetic field is monstrous. It stretches millions of kilometers into space. In fact, Jupiter's magnetic field is so large that if humans could see it from Earth, it would appear bigger than the moon in the night sky. Inside this region, electronic systems fail completely. Navigation becomes impossible. And eventually, even the strongest spacecraft structure begins deforming under pressure. But scientists still aren't entirely sure what exists deeper below, and that uncertainty is horrifying. Some theories suggest Jupiter may contain a dense rocky core. Others think the core may have partially dissolved into the surrounding layers, meaning there may never be a true surface at all. You just keep sinking forever. Imagine the psychological terror of that. No ground beneath you, no stable horizon, only endless darkness and pressure. The deeper you go, the hotter Jupiter becomes, and eventually it becomes hotter than lava. Temperatures near the core may exceed 20,000 degrees Celsius. That's hotter than the surface of the sun. At those temperatures, no known material survives long. Not steel, not titanium, nothing. Your spacecraft melts apart, then vaporizes, and finally, you disappear into the giant planet forever. But here's the strangest part. Jupiter may actually protect life on Earth. For decades, scientists believed Jupiter acts like a giant cosmic shield. Its gravity captures or redirects dangerous asteroids and comets before they reach the inner solar system. Without Jupiter, Earth might suffer far more extinction-level impacts. So the same planet that would destroy any human instantly may also be one reason humanity exists. That duality makes Jupiter fascinating. It's both protector and executioner, a giant guardian hiding unimaginable violence beneath beautiful clouds. And future missions may reveal even darker secrets. Because while Jupiter itself is unsurvivable, some of its moons may contain oceans beneath thick ice. Places like Europa could potentially harbor alien microbial life, which means one of the deadliest planets in our solar system may be orbiting one of the best places to search for life. But humans landing on Jupiter itself, that dream is almost certainly impossible. The radiation kills you first. The gravity weakens you next. The storms tear your ship apart. Then pressure crushes everything remaining. And if somehow you survive all of that, the heat finishes the job. Jupiter doesn't merely kill explorers, it erases them completely. No wreckage drifting in space, no footprints, no final message home, just endless descent into darkness. And maybe that's why Jupiter fascinates us so much, because it reminds humanity of something uncomfortable. Space is not designed for us. The universe is beautiful, but it is also brutally indifferent. Jupiter doesn't hate humans. It simply doesn't care whether we exist. And that realization may be more terrifying than the planet itself. So next time you look up at that bright object in the night sky, remember this. Behind those glowing clouds lies a world where physics becomes deadly, where storms swallow planets, and where no human being will ever survive. But maybe that's what makes exploration worth it.
Every impossible world teaches us more about our own fragile existence. And somewhere out there, beyond Jupiter's deadly storms, another mystery is waiting. A mystery even darker than this one.